Starting your game development journey can feel overwhelming, but it is almost always begins with choosing a game engine. As an indie developer who just getting started, the choice of engine can make or break it, and in this video I want to discuss 3 main game engines beginners need to know about. Let's start with elephant in the room, Unity. Unity is arguably the most famous game engine in the world, powering the vast majority of small to medium computer games. However, I would not recommend Unity for your first game. Here is why. There is simply too much to learn before you can create even a basic game. You will need to learn at least some basic C#, install and configure both Unity and Visual Studio or Visual Studio Code, and jump over some other hoops. You'll need more than a cheap budget PC to run Unity smoothly. Unity has licensing fees and revenue sharing that, while may not be very important when you start, can become a major pain when or if you become successful. And finally, it is designed for more professional studios making large AA or AAA games than for individual beginners, which makes sense because studios can pay more. The second option is Godot. Godot has gained a significant popularity as an open source and less confusing alternative to Unity. It is simpler, more lightweight, and completely open source, which means it's forever free, no payment gotchas or licensing headaches. Godot offers a clean interface and uses its own scripting language, GDScript. Godot also offers C# support for people switching from Unity or for those who don't want to learn GDScript for whatever reason. Many developers love Godot for its node-based scene systems and excellent 2D and nice 3D capabilities. Nevertheless, while Godot is definitely more accessible than Unity, it can still feel a bit overwhelming when you're creating your first games. Lastly, GameMaker is a 2D-focused game engine that provides arguably the best balance between simplicity and power. But it's not only for beginners. Some incredibly successful games were built using GameMaker. Why I think GameMaker is perfect for beginners? Well, here is the list. 2D-focused without unnecessary complexity. You don't need to worry about 3D math, lighting systems, or complex node hierarchies. GameMaker uses its own language called GML, which is very similar to JavaScript and, most importantly, designed specifically to be used for making games in GameMaker. Visual scripting option. GameMaker Visual Language can help you to create your game logic without writing code. You can even check a video on my channel where I wrote a first game using GML Visual in less than 90 minutes. GameMaker is also free for non-commercial use. You can learn and create without any upfront costs, and when you start making commercial games, you need to pay just a simple, one-time, flat fee, unlike Unity complicated fee structure. And finally, quick results. You can have a playable prototype running in your first session. By the way, check the out video where I make a game in just 1 hour. So, what do you think? At the end of the day, the best game engine is the one that helps you to make more games. While Unity and Godot are powerful and you can switch to them later, I think for your first games, GameMaker provides the most painless entry point. So I wonder, what do you think? Do you agree with me, or maybe you will recommend something else? Make sure to drop me a comment. It was Test Encoder. See you around!